Yeah, that's right. I'm currently here at the Rend Lake Visitors Office and the Project Office and Visitor Center,
Correct.
and we're joined by Park Ranger Tim. He is here at the with Rend Lake, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the program they have going on here at the Visitor Center throughout the month of July, I believe, and then into August maybe.
We actually will go from July today all the way through September 4th for Labor Day. We do environmental science series programs every Saturday, 10, 12, and 2. We have different programs, different topics. We'll have a lot of live animal programs, and the first one we had for the holiday is World Bird Sanctuary from St. Louis.
All righty, good deal. Now, if people want to find out a little bit more about this, they can go to your Facebook page or your website.
Yeah, if they go to our Facebook page, it's the Rend Lake Project Office and Visitor Center. We've got it every week. It'll tell what's coming up and what their schedule is.
All righty, good deal. Thank you very much, Ranger Tim. And we're going to bring in, what's your name again?
My name is Taryn.
Taryn, okay, and she is with the World Bird Sanctuary in St. Louis, Missouri, and really, honestly, something I've never heard about. So tell people kind of where you guys are located in St. Louis and where they can find more information about you.
Sure. So we are located, it's a little bit west of St. Louis in Valley Park. We're right next to Lone Elk Park. A lot of people know Lone Elk Park, and we're right next door to them. And we're a wonderful facility on a whole bunch of, we have about 300 acres of forested land. I like to say that it is the best place in the entire world. It really is, because we have eagles, falcons, owls, more for you to see up close and personal.
So this is a bird lover's paradise.
Absolutely, it is.
Okay. All righty. Now, tell us really briefly how the World Bird Sanctuary got started, and just kind of how long it's been around and what your guys' mission is.
Well, it was founded in 1977 by Walter Crawford, and he had a vision to help conserve and save species. So he started the Raptor Rehabilitation and Propagation Project, which we continue to do. We do raptor rehabilitation. We take in over 500 birds every single year, raptors specifically, to get them out to their native habitat. We do propagation, which is making bird babies to help save species. Currently, it is the barn owl project, but we're also working on vultures because vultures are very endangered in the world. And then we do education, which is what I'm doing right here and one of our favorite things to do.
All righty, good deal. Now, who is this little guy?
This is Data, and he is an eastern screech owl, and they are one of the most common birds one of the most common owls that you're going to find in Missouri. They're just very hard to see because, one, they're very small, and as you can see, he's very well camouflaged, so it's going to help him blend into his surroundings.
Show our viewers.
All right.
I don't know if he's going to keep his head on me.
Yep.
You were talking a little bit about the heads, how
Yes.
they turn.
Yes, so their head is kind of on a swivel. Their eyes don't move in their sockets. They get bigger as they go back into their skull. It takes up about 2/3 of their head space, which doesn't leave a lot of room for brains, but it leaves a lot of room for being able to see very well at night. But because of that, he can't turn his eyes in his sockets, so he has to be able to turn his head in order to keep his eye either on whatever it is that he's interested in, or if something's going to be coming up behind him, he can turn his head real quick to see what's going on.
Okay. Well, he's a cutie, and just trust us because we'll get.
Absolutely.
We'll put his picture there on the screen too. So, all righty. Well, very nice, very nice. And next up, we have our peregrine falcon, and he's making his way out of his cage. He's got a lot to say this morning. He's going to make his way over here. Here he comes. Oh, no problem. All righty. So first of all, tell us your name.
My name is Kendall. I'm another naturalist at World Bird Sanctuary.
Awesome.
I'm so happy to be there. And this, of course, is Solo. Now, Solo holds the title as the fastest animal on the planet. Maybe not Solo specifically here, but the peregrine falcon has been clocked in going over 200 miles an hour, which is pretty incredible. They have all kinds of cool adaptations that let them do that. That's one of my favorite things to talk about when we talk about birds of prey. He's, of course, got these long talons that help him grab onto his food. When we think about raptors, a lot of the times we think about them eating mice or rats, but these guys actually eat mostly birds. In fact, peregrine falcons eat almost exclusively pigeons where they live, which is pretty incredible. Yeah, they're really good in cities and everything. You don't even have to go, all the way out to the woods or to a park to see them, though we always, of course, encourage you to go out into nature.
Right.
Yeah, so Solo here was actually hatched at World Bird Sanctuary as well. So we do a lot of conservation work and everything. So Solo was part of a nest that, unfortunately, mom peregrine falcon, we call that behavior aroused. That means he's very comfortable. He thinks you're being a wonderful audience. So unfortunately, mom did not make it, but we were monitoring a nest in the area, and we're able to take the eggs, and we're able to hatch Solo. He does have a couple of quirks, which rendered him unable to be released into the wild. Like he's got a crossed beak, and he's kind of pigeon-toed, which I think is a very fun funny way for a peregrine falcon to be, of course. He's got a lot to say, yep. But falcons are super cool. We have all kinds of falcons at the World Bird Sanctuary from all over the world.
Awesome. All righty. Well, thank you very much for that. And now, the moment you've all waited for. This is the big guy. He is here at Rend Lake this morning, and I was speaking to Ranger Tim before the break. It just so happened that they were able to get the bald eagle on 4th of July weekend. So we landed this very lucky, and let me tell you, it's very, extremely exciting to see it right in your face on 4th of July weekend. So tell us who this guy is.
This is a guy. So this is Liberty, and he's a bald eagle that has been with us for over 2 decades at the World Bird Sanctuary. I like to tell people that the bigger the bird, the longer they live. So out in their native habitat, bald eagle can live about 30, 40 years. Under human care, we can extend that a little bit. All of our birds get free room, free health care, free board, room service every single day. And Liberty here is no exception. He gets to have a lot of fish. He is a fish eagle, so the bald eagles are fish eagles, so they eat primarily fish. And they're going to be swooping down and diving after them in the water. So if you want to look for bald eagles, all you have to do is find a big source of water like the Missouri or the Merrimack or any large lake where there's going to be a good fish supply.
Yeah, there was a gentleman here before you guys went out saying he saw it right by the arch. I think I overheard.
Yeah,
So,
And that's the great thing is, unfortunately, bald eagles back in the 1960s, their numbers were so low that they were critically endangered. And DDT was the cause for it. It made it so that their eggshells were very thin, and when they sat on the eggs, caused them to break or shatter. But fortunately, through people noticing something was wrong, citizen science, scientists going out, figuring out that it was DDT causing us, we got rid of DDT, and they're no longer critically endangered. But I like to say that they're not out of danger. They still have plenty. They can get hit by cars. They can get wrapped up in fishing line. Lead is a huge issue for bald eagles, and so doing the education that we do helps to teach people how they can save the bald eagles from going to endangered again, because it's their efforts that are going to make the biggest impact.
Absolutely. Well, 4th of July weekend, and we meet a bald eagle here on WFCN News. And again, we're here at the Rend Lake Visitor Center and Project Office. You can find more about them on their Facebook page. That's my place where I get all the information and all the events they have going on here. So again, World Bird Sanctuary. You can find out more about them by visiting worldbirdsanctuary.org. And yeah, just some awesome birds here with us this morning, and we want to thank all you for coming out here to beautiful Southern Illinois, beautiful Rend Lake, where it's such a pleasure to have you.
Well, thanks for having us.
Alrighty.